I first made a choice to meet Gurumayi, I knew that her ashram was in South Fallsburg, and I was in Philadelphia. I had a free weekend, so I jumped in the car with, $100 in my pocket and just started driving. And I think it was 6 or 7 hours. It was quite a distance. But I get to this small town, and there's like nothing. There's no gas station. There's a boarded up store. There's literally nobody on the street. It looks like maybe it used to be a small town. And people were obviously living there, but there were some abandoned buildings. I'm looking around and just thinking, just not feel like Gurumayi's place. I've got no idea where to go, though. I don't even think I had a cell phone at that point. I definitely didn't have it. Smartphones weren't even around then. So I just had no idea where to go. And after driving all those hours, and not knowing anybody in the area, I didn't even know any Gurumayi devotees except for my friend Ketan, actually, who I just told a story about. So, I'm sitting at the light, or at the stop sign in town there, and I just put out this intention or prayer, or desire, I suppose I would call it. And actually, it was, you might interpret it as a little bit arrogant, because the prayer was basically, hey, Gurumayi, if you want me to visit you, you're going to have to take control of my body to get my car to your ashram, because I've got no idea where to go. So I put my hands on the wheel, I let go control of my arms, the intention of wherever my arms want to take me, that's great. Holding on. And so I'm at the light, and then I just get the sensation that I should turn right. So I start the car, I turn right, and I just start driving down the road. And I'm going some distance, and then I make a left turn in the woods, and I'm going some distance. And then I came to a big open area, and I saw people with white robes. So I thought maybe I was getting close, but I didn't feel like stopping, so I kept going. And then, I made another turn, and I'm just sort of observing my body making these turns through the woods, which really started to feel like out in the middle of nowhere. And then I make a turn, and then all of a sudden, I look up. I just feel like looking up like this, and I look up, and I'm at the ashram gates. It was amazing. I was, and I didn't drive in circles. It wasn't hours. I probably could not have driven a more straighter route to get there. So I took that as a sign that I should be there. And, went in and sort of signed up and got a dorm room, and people asked if I was there for a workshop or something, and I said no. But I didn't know that Ketan was there, so I said I'm here to see my friend Ketan, who's helping, and he, invited me to come to whatever public program Gurumayi had that weekend. So, I get my dorm room, I go back, I sign up for some seva, which is just some selfless service to help the ashram out. I ended up getting one of the big halls ready for her paid program. And so anyway, she's got this Darshan going on. I still haven't seen Ketan since I got there. But what I did is, I basically waited for the public program and found out where it was, and I went, and she's in the front of the hall, and people are in line waiting, and they're getting in a row sort of around her, in a half semicircle around her and bowing down, and then she is tapping them on the forehead with a peacock feather. It's quite beautiful. Just this, and people are getting tapped and then standing up. So I get in line, I'm all excited. And now what I've heard of Gurumayi is that she has a lot of energy. She has access to move a lot. The Shaktipat, the initiatory, spark of the Guru, she's got that. She's got all the things that we've read about the amazing teachers from India. So, I bow down in front of her, and I'm holding out a piece of jewelry that I had for another teacher / friend of mine. And got my eyes closed, I'm bowing down, and I can feel the feathers kind of tap my forehead. But I'm not feeling any big spark, I'm not feeling any big energetic charge or anything. It's just literally like no change. So I wait, boom, and I feel a tap again. Still nothing. Still got my eyes closed, still sitting there. And I'm waiting. I feel another tap. Still nothing. And then all of a sudden, I feel this like she hit me a whole bunch, like bang, 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 bang on the head with this thing. And I just sort of like started seeing stars. I'm just like, bang, and I started feeling a little dizzy and ungrounded. And so I stand up and get my bearings. And I stand up and look around, and this hall, which had several hundred people in it, and everybody's talking and chatting while they're waiting and hanging out, the place went dead quiet, and everybody's looking at me. And I'm looking around, everybody's looking at me, like, who are you? What are you doing? Like, I had just committed an offense, maybe, by the looks of some of their faces. So I didn't know what to do. It was just like, I suddenly felt very... not disconnected, but I'd say I felt apart. I felt separated in some way. And so I'm looking around the room to find Ketan, and he's standing next to one of Gurumayi Swamis. So it turned out they were from the same state, and I don't remember what that was, but they were speaking Tamil, maybe? I just don't remember. I just remember because I miss Ketan very much, and I wish he would find me so we can hang out again. But, so I see them talking, and they're both looking at me, and Ketan's jaws, drop. So I go up, and the Swami, he grabs my hand and says, "Who are you? What's going on?" She never does that. And I said, I don't remember what I said exactly, but it's basically, I want to make sure I felt it. And anyway, Ketan's like, "Wow, she never does that. That was really special, and as they're talking to me and people see that the Swami's talking to me and we're getting along and things are cool, people start chatting and going back to their conversations. Well, I basically said, Ketan, I'm like, wow, that was a lot, Ketan. I'm going to go sit near the pond. Really, that ashram is beautiful. They have just amazing areas to go sit, contemplate being, I guess. So I left. But I went and finished my seva, which was just absolutely joyous. I even got to stick my head in a huge crystal plate. These huge monster crystals in it. Anyway, it was that's really an amazing place to visit. And I never did any programs with Gurumayi. I never did anything other than that. Although I chanted with her videos several times for many hours. But that was the extent of my actual interactions with her. And so the crazy thing happened is, a few days later, Ketan calls me. He got home. He's back in New York City, and he says that the day after that there was an announcement that Gurumayi was not going to do any more public darshan. And apparently, those darshan events were open to the public to just come in and receive the blessing. But my day was the last time, and I felt like Ketan was implying that it was my fault, and maybe it was. I probably influenced in some way. I don't know. And, apologies to Gurumayi and her devotees if I committed an offense. And I was called there. And, Babaji sent me there for an experience. And I was not leaving until I had my experience. Anyway, I got it. Gurumayi is awesome. I love watching her old videos. And, like any teacher, there's naysayers and there's people who might tell you negative stories about her, and guess what? That's true of every single teacher you're going to meet. It just is. And there's plenty of people who will tell you terrible stories about me too, I'm sure. And you've got to go for the teaching, not the teacher. And I hope I meet you someday. I hope you check out Gurumayi someday. Subscribe for more of my videos. Hit the little bell if you'd like to be alerted when I post new ones. I do expect to be posting new stories every week for the next few months.